Hi, I'm the Misguided River, and I'm here to refute a long-standing sociological principle with almost no evidence other than a strong gut feeling, because I have just that kind of audacity. If you already know the IKEA effect, just follow the link and... Actually, I'm not sure how to do one of those yet. Maybe I'll figure out by the time I post it. There. Maybe. Anyway, the IKEA effect is a interesting principle where if you create something, you are more likely to find it of greater worth than it actually is. Take, for instance, I built a table from IKEA, and I think it's worth $40 after building it, and you come in and think it's $25. Now, I think this can happen. But I think what's actually happening is when you put work into something, when you see the actual effort required into its construction, you're more likely to identify what it is actually worth than somebody who has put no effort and just walks in on it. That is to say, greater experience gives a greater understanding of worth. So, all this being said, let's take a look at the big question. What are you worth? What work has been put into you and to by? There's pretty obvious answers. Parents or whoever raised you, teachers, enemies, lovers. But I think it goes quite a bit deeper than that. What about the streets and the roads? At some point, somebody looked out and was like, I want a road to get someplace. And they decided to make it large enough and accessible enough that everybody else could use it. This person put work into you, whether they knew it or not. Same thing with the power lines, the internet, people who are growing food, people who are making large-scale laws. But it doesn't just apply to what people are doing right now. This goes back in time as well. Every time an explorer went out to someplace new, every time lawmakers tried to develop better and better systems. Heck, even the first person to smash two rocks together to make a fire. These people all went and put work into you, whether they knew it or not. But let's step back a bit. Now, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but I know about the work that he's been putting into you. And has put into you, and has been putting into you for quite some time. If we go... When God was creating the fundamental principle of gravity, he was aware of you and was thinking about you. When he made quantum physics, he was aware and thinking about you. Ecological balances, weather patterns, the hero's journey, the tension scales, all of these things, he was putting work into you. But a lot of those things are hard to comprehend, hard to feel like they matter. How much do you think you are worth? I know a lot of people have no idea how much they're worth. They don't consider themselves worth much of anything. But let's look back at the original thing I'm postulating here. How much work have you put into you? How much effort, have you added anything to your life, or has things only been added to your life? Are you the person who has modified who you are, or has it been somebody else? I want to pose a challenge to you. I want you to try to change something, to add something to your life, to modify it, to improve it. Something that you decide on and that you put the effort into. Could be learning a language, could be going on a hike, could be lifting some weights. It just has to be something. Work on it, and then ask yourself again, what are you worth? Now, if you didn't like what I had to say in this video, don't like it. If you don't want to see anything else that I have to say, don't subscribe. If you don't want me to make any more material, then please don't consider supporting me on Patreon. Have a good night.